Just a quick video on the Wim Hof Method, because I've seen a lot of talk. There's a guy called Scott Kearney, and he was an investigative journalist who tried to debunk Wim years ago. Ended up climbing Kilimanjaro in shorts and really benefiting from the Wim Hof Method, and wrote a book on Wim called What Doesn't Kill Us. And he did a video yesterday that I saw where he's talking about a lot of people around the world saying that they're getting tinnitus from doing the Wim Hof Method. And I'm really glad it came up, because in that video he's speaking to a number of professionals and Wim himself, asking why people are getting tinnitus, and they all missed what I've always thought is an important point. Okay, so what their conclusion is, including Wim, is when you do the 30 to 40 breaths and then you exhale and hold on the exhale, when you need to breathe again, you take a deep breath in and you squeeze that breath to the top of the head. Wim's they're talking about it on a very physical level, and they're basically saying that people are pushing too hard. Because they're pushing all that energy so hard to their head, they're getting like ringing in the ears and tinnitus and things. But this is what I believe, okay? Because the same with Joe Dispenza's meditations. Joe Dispenza says that we have lifetimes of energy stored in our lower chakras that we've used for the wrong things, okay? And we can access that energy, and we can bring it up to higher energy centers and use it for, like, spiritual growth. According to what my teacher teaches, this is not necessarily the case. Most people are depleted of energy down there. Now, tinnitus in traditional Chinese medicine is the cause of weak kidney energy. So look at it like this: if you are pulling energy from your lower chakras, like your root chakras, up and squeezing it to the brain, if you're already weak in those lower chakras, you are creating like an upside down effect. Okay, you are too top heavy, and you're depleting your lower energy centers, your chakras. If you are somebody who, let's say, masturbates a lot or has a lot of sex and is constantly ejaculating, male or female, you are losing a lot of kidney energy anyway. And if you don't have any spiritual energy down there that you've built in the lower chakras and in the Kundalini area, or it's called the Snow Mountain in Buddhism, that area, you're pulling from like an empty source. And just look at it like a battery. If you've got a battery down there that feeds the rest of the chakras and the meridians and things like that, if that battery is empty, you're going to have a hard time pulling energy from it. And if you do, you're pulling whatever's left, the dregs of it. And that depletion of energy in the lower chakras is actually what I believe is creating tinnitus in people. So wouldn't it make more sense? And this is the thing I've always said, even with Joe Dispenza's work, rather than trying to pull energy out of them lower chakras and push it to the brain, what I do, because I still do that practice, but what I do is I spend like every day, okay, but I would suggest doing at least 3 weeks, then 3 months, then 6 months, then a year, then so on, right, of spiritual practice to build energy there. What my teacher says is, when your Kundalini area, your Snow Mountain area, your Jung area, which is the lower back half of the body, and these lower foundational energy centers or chakras are strong, you actually don't even need to pull that energy up, because when the battery, let's say the battery is full, it starts to naturally feed up the wide jaw, up the spine, and it nourishes the brain and the third eye anyway. You don't have to try and open the third eye by squeezing all this to your head. So when I do Wim Hof breathing, or I do Joe Dispenza's meditations, I don't do as much anymore, but what I do is I build my foundational energy center, so there's a core of energy there. Then when if I want to push to the top of my head, it's gentle, okay? People always try and force things. It's literally a gentle tightening of the perineum and then pulling up through the chakras consciously and gently to the top. You're not trying to drain the last dregs out of the battery. Your battery is full, or it's, as you know, you're practicing to keep it full. And then if you want to use any of that intentionally to open up the third eye and the seventh soul house, it's a gentle pull, because you've got lots of energy, a lot of excess energy. Okay, so if you're suffering from tinnitus anyway, or you're suffering from tinnitus because you're doing the Wim Hof method, I would do, and you enjoy the Wim Hof method, I would do the Wim Hof method, but stop doing the full breath in at the end of the exhale, holding the exhale, deep breath in and squeezing. I wouldn't do that. I'd just exhale, hold, okay, and then as soon as you need to breathe, just go into the next round. That's what I would do. And throughout your day, visualize like the sun in your lower dantian, which is like just below the navel, just in front of that central line. And I would alternate the sun, so I'd have it there for a period of the day, even if you're in work, and I just focus on it there, gentle, feel the warmth of it. Then I would move it to the first chakra, which is in between the genitals and the anus, okay, because that acts as like a pump. When that's got a lot of energy, it's like a pump, pushes energy up through the center channel. Then move it for a period of the day to your kundalini, which is just in front, inside the body of the tailbone, roughly that area. Okay, so see a sun like a fist size or a soccer ball size in those areas, and then hold it there, and then move it back to the lower dantian, back to the first soul house, back to the kundalini. Okay, and just do this for a period of time and see how you feel, because when the kundalini is strong, the kidneys will become strong. Okay, and then you will heal your tinnitus. Okay, so that's just my opinion on what people are sharing about getting tinnitus from the Wim Hof method. Good luck, love you all.